Hey, so you want to be a teacher? So here's the goal of this lesson. I want you to enter the profession with eyes wide open. I will say this: I love teaching. I truly love it. I find it very fulfilling, and I can't even imagine myself doing something else. And I come to this as someone who has worked outside of the field. For a number of years. And maybe that gives me a better sense of a calling to it because I know what it's like to work in other professions. But it's important that we fully understand the expectations and the responsibilities that we're going to be presented with. I think this is the most fulfilling profession there is. Are you going to get rich? No, but you can live pretty comfortably. Um, but you're going to find that fulfillment in a sense of purpose and um, that feeling of knowing that you're contributing something. Um, but we're still faced with the fact that almost 50% of people that enter the teaching profession leave within the first 5 years. That's a lot. I remember going through school, and I majored in elementary ed initially, and during my undergrad work, there weren't a whole lot of other guys. So the men in the program, we kind of got to know one another. And one of the guys, we hadn't seen each other while we student taught that semester. We got back together at graduation, and he was like, hey, there's no way I'm going to teach. Once he experienced what it was really like, not just his idealistic view of teaching, he made the choice not to even start. And that story is really not that uncommon. I think we're doing a better job of introducing people to the realities of teaching. Now, I don't mean to make you afraid or feel anything other than I understand. If it's like anything else in life, if you go into it not fully understanding what you're going into, then it's easy to find yourself overwhelmed. And the reality is, at various times when you're teaching, like any other job, you're going to feel overwhelmed. There's going to be times when you're anxious, when you feel inadequate, that you're not sure what to do. And teaching is a field that changes. The fact that we're doing this right now, that I'm talking to you in this manner, reflects the flexibility that's required for teaching. But again, I can't imagine doing anything different. So, what I would like you to do is simply kind of explore the reality of this as a profession. So, I've given you a couple of articles. I want you to read those and consider them and then explain what your thoughts are, pros and cons of teaching as a profession. And also, in this class, I'm going to be requiring you to interact with one another. Anytime there's a discussion board, I expect you to converse. And I just want to make this clear. Here's what's not going to be okay: simple interactions like, good point, I agree. That's not enough. What we're doing is we're working on building our understanding. None of us learn truly our first glancing blow of any topic. We learn when we discuss and we hear somebody else, oh, I hadn't thought of it that way. So my discussion boards, I'm going to require good in-depth interaction between you and your classmates on the content. If you want to compliment somebody, that's fine, but that's not going to count as your grade because the discussion, the interaction is factored into your grade. I expect that's a great point, and I agree because, or that's an interesting point. I disagree because. Support your answer, support yourself, fully explain yourself. And if you have any questions, let me know. Now, I don't care if you want to do this in written form or if you want to create a video like I just did. That's fine. It just needs to be in depth and give me a good indication that you read the material, that you understand, and you're sharing that understanding with me. If you have any questions, please always reach out and let me know.